If you didn't know, I love to take a look at mountain biking related gear that's a little outside the box. This little adventure definitely fits in. Nowadays, a lot of us are using internet shops to get our gear because of the great selection and generally lower prices. Now, what if you're in a pinch though? What if you needed gear now, as in today? What if you just think outside the box? Now, we know that some gear made for cycling is also made for other things and might be sold cheaper without the mountain biking label.
Well, what if you could get it here? Now, I remember a long time ago reading about John Stamsted from the I Did a Sport, and he said that he bought all of his riding gear at Walmart, which I thought, that's just crazy, right? Why get it at Walmart? There's so much other stuff out there. I mean, at the time, maybe there wasn't so much purpose-built mountain biking stuff for cold weather, but you certainly could get other things, but he preferred to go to Walmart. So, you know what? Maybe this isn't such a crazy idea. Anyway, let's see what they got. First up, glasses. Wow, there are a ton of safety glasses to choose from. What are we looking for? We're looking for rubber on the nose, rubber on the arms. These look pretty good. A little amber, brighten up the trail. $12. Not bad.
There's a lot of different styles of gloves to choose from, but let's narrow it down by gnarly trail and XC style riding. For gnarly, the impact gloves are, one of the ways to go. I mean, they're pretty nice gloves. They're like 34 bucks. These Klein gloves, though, they're only 24 bucks, and they're essentially the same thing. I mean, they're kind of orangey and black, and, well, I don't know how I feel about that and the giant Klein label, but you know what? They're solid gloves.
All the knee pads. Holy cow. We got some hard shell ones. Well, these neoprene ones are pretty nice. Don't look like they come down very far though. Let's see those. Oh, these look good. Look at that. Rubber inside. Those look good. 40 bucks.
This thing is good.
Well, there we go. Knee pads, gloves, and some glasses. All for about 80 bucks with tax. I mean, that's a pretty good deal, right? I gotta say, the stuff is pretty nice too. I mean, I'm pretty pleased with what I got here. I can't wait to give these a try out on the trail.
All right, back in the garage. Now let's compare some of the things we bought to some of the other things I have laying around. Let's take a look at the glasses. Let's say we have these Rock Brothers glasses, right? They got a little rubber on the nose and, well, sort of, I don't know, kind of sort of grippiness back there. And, they're not bad. Right? I mean, stay on your face. They got good protection. Good cheap glasses. Now let's take a look at these 3M safety glasses. Now I went with these because it looks like they have rubber on the nose bridge and it looks like they have rubberized arms, but let's take a closer look. All right. See, they're not bad. So yeah, it's actually the yellow right there is grippy, and it is grippier than the Rock Bros glasses, and they're a little lighter, and obviously they have less coverage here. The nose bridge, well, the nose bridge is really grippy. That's nice. That is, in fact, nicer. All right, let's take a look. Oh, yeah, that's not bad. And you know what? It definitely brightens things up like I thought it was. Really gives you a nice color pop, and you know what? Yeah, these are solid. These are nice. Moving on to gloves. You know what? I got a whole bunch of gloves. Let's just say, hey, look, these are these hand-up gloves. And these are made for like colder riding. Well, I wouldn't say full-on winter. It's definitely, 40, 50 degrees. These are good gloves, right? And they're not bad. There's not really a lot of impact protection, and there's not a lot of padding down there. It does have the nice little swipey thing there. Let's take a look at these Klein gloves we got. Now these are obviously, these are burlier gloves, right? I mean, we got the rubber there, we got a strap up here, we got a leather palm. Let's take a look. Got a little Velcro wrist strap on there. Let's take a look on the inside. See that? We got a nice little, it's like a very tough rubbery grip right there. And then we got a little cushion, a little leathery type cushion. I don't think it's real leather. I think it's simulated leather, but it's pretty nice. It's not bad. It feels like kind of like tough, like really tough neoprene. All right, let's put them on. It's a nice fit. I got a large because they're usually a large in gloves, and you know what? These are nice. These are not bad. It has a slight curl to it already, which is nice. This way, you know, you grab the bars a little bit easier, and the padding here, that's going to be nice. And you know what? It feels solid. It feels good. Oh, I got a bike right here. Let's see. Oh yeah. That is nice. You can see it's got some knuckle protection there. So if you ride in Northeast, you probably got a lot of skinny trees, a lot of things coming at you when you're riding. And you know what? You're going to whack into them every now and then. So I like to have a little impact protection. And you know what? These are pretty nice. All right, let's talk about the knee pads now. These are usually my go-to knee pads. Now I have like, I think 4 different sets of knee pads, but I like these the best because while they're not like super full-on hard shell protection, it is pretty tough. They're pretty sturdy, but they're also very flexible. And the sleeve is nice. It's like, it fits my leg nice. And you know what, for some reason, like knee pads, no matter what size they are, you get a large in this brand, it feels different than a large in another brand. It's crazy. So, you know, when I get a pair that I like, I tend to stick with it. Now, these are large and, you know, they got a nice mesh in the back, and these are my go-to knee pads. You can see right here, we got the Klein Tools knee pads, triple foam protection. Let's get them out of here. Take a closer look at the 2 of them. You can see, all right, we got a little padding there. Look at that, we got that there. Now, this is a little softer, but it still gives you more than like just a neoprene would. It's got that plastic coating. It feels pretty solid. Now this has got that nice kneecap shape to it. These don't, but you know what? These are more bendy. So the kneecap is gonna be right there. That's not bad. So you can see they got the cutouts for that. Let's see, look at that. We got mesh in the back. Well, that was unexpected. You can see inside, you know, we got the nice grippy rubber right in there. And while these aren't adjustable, they do have a fair amount of stretch, so I think they're gonna be fine. And I think they'll go on okay. I mean, these are pretty nice. I think this is a solid buy. Once again, I gotta tell you, the Klein Tool stuff is pretty nice. Okay, so we got our knee pads, we got our gloves, and we got our glasses. Now what we need to do is go get a ride.
Well, how they riding? They're riding pretty good. Can't complain about the glasses. They're nice. They stay on. No slip. Whack the branch. Yeah, my eye's okay. No, but seriously, they're good glasses. The rubber on the bridge, I mean, that is super grippy. So it's staying right in place, right where I need it to be. The gloves are nice. Check them out. Light. Yeah, pretty nice. Padding is really nice. This pad right here, this little rubber grippy, this grip thing here, that grabs onto the grip so well. And the little pre-curve, the little curve, it's really nice. It's comfortable. I can get the one finger on the brake no problem. 2 fingers, no problems. They're really comfortable. And again, got the padding up front. Goodbye. The knee pads, yeah, look, they're still on. There you go, right there. They're good. I mean, I can't complain. I haven't had to use them, so pretty lucky there. But no, I mean, I cannot feel the rocks at all, so that's good. So a success. So if you're ever in a jam and you're riding somewhere and you need some quick riding gear like knee pads, gloves, or glasses, hit up a hardware store, Lowe's, Home Depot, True Value, whatever. You're gonna find something that's gonna work for you. Well, that's the end of another little adventure. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you out on the trail.